What is up, guys? Your boy Raven here today with another deck analysis and gameplay. But before we're gonna jump into it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to check us out live on Twitter. That's the link. So Raven Call Center. We are creating those decks live, and also don't forget, about that. We are doing news on Pokemon Capital channel. So let's just jump right into the deck, and this is a deck that is, I think, recently one of the most polarizing. The deck that has a lot of mixed emotions altogether. Wait, there's a coffee and it's hot. So to be quite honest, this is a deck that people love, people hate, or people love and hate at the same time. There's no like fourth emotions towards it. And I thought, you know what, let's try to do the deck, let's have some fun with it. So this is a ReshiZard deck. The main idea is, because you can play this deck on two different separate things, as two separate things. Honestly, you have two different approaches to the deck if you want to play. And first is, of course, ReshiZard. Right now you can use Flash Strike, Outrage, and a Double Blaze. The second approach is Eevee. Why Eevee is a second approach? Great question, Timmy. I'm gonna answer this right now. So sometimes you're gonna face decks that have counters to ReshiZard, and you don't want to lose those free prize cards. You don't, and then instead of building up ReshiZard, you just discard ReshiZard and you build up Eevee, right, for the Dump Truck Press or Megaton Friends. That's what you do here in this deck, right? So you have some options to play around, certain things. Of course, when you're playing online best of one, it's really hard to do that, but IRL, that's a way to go. That's why, you have those certain pieces here. And of course, if you see, because again, you see the type of, you see the type of deck your opponent plays online, so you can actually, start thinking, oh wait, he's playing what type? Well, maybe I should not play ReshiZard in this specific time. Right. So let's just jump right into a deck and let's go card by card, and then we're gonna play some games. So first things first is one Eevee, as you saw, right? Then we have one Miltank from Burning Shadows. Why we have no, that's Shining Legend, I'm so sorry. Why do we have Miltank? Well, for the Moo Malt. As long as this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, whenever you attach energy card from your hand to one of your Pokemon, heal 90 damage. So this is basically a healer of this deck. And of course, remember, you want to have him as an active. I can't stress that enough. I made that misplay as well when I had him on the bench. I was like, why I'm not healing? Well, Raven, because you're misplaying in this game, because Moo Malt has to be on an active Pokemon, right? So remember that. Great card there. Then two ReshiZards. Why not three? Well, if you want, you can play three. I just like having two, just because I can easily play something else. I can easily play a different game with Eevee, so that's why I'm playing only two. Then we have nice two set of Volcanions, right, with Flash Starter and High Heat Blast. Again, with this, you can go first. Actually, I do prefer going first because we have Kiawe. But, if by some accident you're going second, well, you always have an option of Volcanion, which is also good, right? So, come on. This deck can start, this deck can go second. It doesn't matter to this deck, it's just great. Then we have two Dedennes for, again, Dede change. You want to get those cards, you need to turn 1, turn 2 really fast. Again, remember, you can only play one Dedenne-GX at a time to use this ability, right? Even if you play like all 5, let's say 4, you can only use one Dede change during the turn. So this is crucial. You can't play multiple Dede changes, right? Multiple abilities during your turn. Then we have one Jirachi with a Stellar Wish, one Marshadow the Let Loose, and one Marshadow for resetting holes. So we're getting discarding. We're gonna get discarding stadiums. Then we have one Oricorio with Vital Dance, just to draw the energy when we need it, right? Because you're not always have the Fire Crystal, you not always have the energy in your hand for the Welder, and this basically gives you that. Then we have, speaking of Welder, then we have Tapu Lele that will always go for Kiawe or Welder, or any other situational card that you need one copy of. Let's go to trainer cards, because they are really specific, and there's not a lot of them. So we start with 4 Acro Bikes, right? So you don't want to discard, you want to get super fast to the cards you want. 1 Field Blower, 3 Fire Crystals, 4 Nest Balls. You can see the consistency is just there. Then we have 4 Switches, 4 Ultra Balls, 1 Shrine of Punishment. Again, there are going to be the times when you actually... what the hell was that? I mean, really. So that's the thing. I need to, like, you know, start deleting those people. 3 Guzmas, 3 Kiawes, and I think that those are 4 Welders, 2 Choice Bands, and 14 energy. I mean, really, 14 energy. That is a lot of energy, to be quite honest with you. And yeah, that's basically it, right? That's the whole deck. The deck is down there below. You can copy and paste it to your game and check it out yourself. But now we're gonna play some games with it, right? So let's just jump right into it. Let's play those few games and let's see how it plays. Now I'm gonna just show you the main tactics of that deck. I just have to find it. There it is. Play. So let's go. You know, and before we're gonna do that, you know, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more decks, more news, and more things. And we're playing, okay, so I can clearly see now that we're playing definitely a water type deck, right? So in my mind, ReshiZard is just bad to play. So what I want to do is, great, we're going first. So what I want to do is play Eevee Kiawe and just start attacking with him. Like, that's my main strategy. Of course, we did not drew it, and I know I can start with ReshiZard. You know what? I think, I know I just said you should not do that, but we have the Dedenne. Alright, let's do it. Okay, let's go. I don't have what I need, and that's kind of a bit of a problem here. But again, there are mulligans happening, and again, I prefer having this Dedenne. Alright, so that's a Gallardo, so that's just a counter to our deck. And I know ReshiZard is gonna get knocked out, but I also know I can be fast. Yes, let's draw. That's a Nesball. Perfect. Okay. So to be quite honest with you, Nesball's gonna go for Eevee. There's no other way. Bam. There goes Eevee. Miltank. Acro Bike on top of that. Let's see what we can get. Okay, Acro Bike. I think to Acro Bike is not a bad option here. Let's go. Another Acro Bike. Another Welder, to be quite honest with you. But I don't need another Welder. We don't need that. Actually, what I really need is Tapu Lele. But then Kiawe. Alright, so you know what? Let's go with... He can't evolve. Alright, let's go with Welder. And I'm just gonna go on ReshiZard. Draw 3, great. Bam. Another Welder, but it's gonna get discarded. And now I have to think, and honestly, I'm gonna use Marshadow Let Loose just to slow her down, right? I know we are in a really bad situation here. It's a really bad spot to be in turn 1, so the Let Loose will hopefully help me. I mean, turn 1 Let Loose is always nice to have, so yeah, I'm gonna try that, and hopefully, there we go. Haha, there we go. So as I said, Let Loose, right? You know, this is the card you want to do, you want to play, and that definitely was a great move. I was a little bit scared, and hopefully, thankfully, we picked up a win. But that could have been really bad with the start that we have, And yeah, that was a little bit of risk for me for going for Let Loose, because the hand could have been a lot better for her. But yeah, we picked up a win. That was turn 1 Marshadow, and that was great. I mean, really, turn 1 Marshadow. You love him or hate him. We're going first, by the way. Love him or hate him. Here's one of those cards that you really have to have in your head as you're playing against certain decks. All right, this is not looking great, by the way. Flash starter, sorry. I don't like starting with him, but sometimes you do what you gotta do, right? You do what you gotta do, and let's go with Welder, right? So we're gonna have some energy on him. Alright, we drew the Dedenne. That's not bad. Jirachi, okay. So now the engine is kind of running, so I'm glad about that. Let's play Stellar Wish. You know what? Okay, so I'm just gonna switch them again and play the Dedenne. I mean, I know I'm kind of gonna lose, you know, to Guzmas, and that's not really good here. But in the long run, you know, we might draw something well, something good. So yeah. Why that's Marshadow let loose. Fantastic. Acro Bike, ReshiZard, bam! There we go. So we got options, and that is what it's all about. Marshadow on top of that. Let's just, you know, disrupt our opponent, right? We want to disrupt their hand. Bam, there we go. Of course, I can't really play Shrine of Punishment at this point in time, because that would be really stupid. But with next turn and this energy, we're gonna have 110 damage that we can deal here. So yeah, let's go. Because I mean, really, Shrine of Punishment, I don't know if that would be really good or not. Honestly, I don't think. But hey, you know, sometimes it works, right? So, I mean, I hope that we really disrupted him for this 1 or 2 turns. Okay, so this is Zoroark. So we're gonna see Zoroark. I don't know if Baby or GX. It might be GX though. Ah, we gave him the Dedenne. And Lycanroc. Wait, what? So what? Oh, the Dedenne is electric type. Okay, so this is Zoroark with Lugia and the Dedenne. Okay. I can understand that, to be quite honest. Alright. So, yeah, Shrine of Punishment is gonna go next turn on the board. There's no other way. And again, Shrine of Punishment will kind of accelerate also the Outrage, right? It's Outrage? Yeah, it is an Outrage. It will kind of accelerate it, so, yeah. But he had a really good hand. Let's be honest about that. Alright, DC on Lugia, and just pass the turn. Because I have a second Dedenne. If Volcanion is gonna get knocked out, I can play the Dedenne then. 110 damage. Let's go High Heat Blast. I mean, he has the Dedenne as well, so you know his Dedenne is also vulnerable to stuff, and it's not a pretty spot for him. And because of Shrine of Punishment, he can't really use Giovanni's Exile. He can't really, you know, use any other cards like that. But he can use Scoop Up, or he can use oh my wait, Lycanroc, ReshiZard front, and he's gonna use a GX move. I'm gonna have to change my strategy and ASAP. Yeah, this is gonna be a GX move, and ReshiZard is in the lost zone. It's okay, I can take that. I can honestly take him being in the lost zone. Field Blower, alright. Lost Spirit, that's a lost zone, okay. Okay, the Dedenne. Yes, I need that Dedenne, unfortunately. And now it's getting kind of interesting, because I know I can play this energy here on this Volcanion, but I don't really want to. You know what, I'm gonna just play Welder. I'm gonna play those two, because I need those two energies somewhere, and I'm gonna play them with the Dedenne, just for now. And let's knock out Lugia, right? Let me see. Okay, we got a switch. I have a Kiawe. Because I know Eevee with Dump Truck Press is gonna knock out almost everything on his side of the bench or the board. to be more specific. Okay, Koga's trap, so he does not have enough to knock it out. Well, that's not good. That's really not good. I kind of needed him to knock me out this turn. Huh. Right, a high hit blast. I mean, you know, that's all I can do. There it goes, 110. So I know my plan is gonna take me 2 turns, but I think that's, you know, that's the best plan I can have right now. Or I can just, you know, go and play straight on ReshiZard, since, let's be honest, you know, this is the water type that we are weak to, and Eevee is weak to fighting type. He used the GX, so I don't have to, you know, be worried about Dangerous Rogue GX. And I think, you know, he kind of knows that if he's gonna knock me out here. Wait, let's count energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 more somewhere in the deck. There's 14 cards, and I mean, okay, he tried Acerola. So yeah, he's confident in that knockout, and that's fine. That's fine. Choice Helmet, sure. Right, he's beating. And of course I have a Fire Crystal, so that that doesn't hurt me that much, but yeah. We're going ReshiZard, baby. Hopefully. Hopefully we're gonna get a ReshiZard. And there he is. Because that's the thing, right now I want to avoid Lycanroc. And I really don't want to get hurt by him. Well, I can use Stellar Wish, why not? Nothing, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, that's just in case Kiawe will not find enough energy. That's 3, right? Yeah, that's 3. Alright, let's go. So he's going to be at full price cards after knocking out Jirachi. He might have a Guzma, right? But the Guzma will not knock out ReshiZard yet. Like, I mean, Lycanroc. So he has no actually options to knock me out here. And I mean, ReshiZard, right? Because this is my main attacker right now. And even if he's gonna say like passing the turn, he's gonna pass the turn, I always have an option with, you know, as a switch with something. Okay, he plays Volkner. That is a really, really interesting approach. I mean, I have not seen, you know, Zoroark with electric type energy ever, or Volkners, or all of that. So that's a really interesting approach to the deck. And of course, you know, thanks to the fact that we have a switch and energy on the Dedenne here, next turn I can use switch, or even better, I can use 2 switches. So yeah, let's just knock him out with Flash Strike, that's it. And again, because he used the GX move on this ReshiZard right there, well, I'm not scared of this Lycanroc, to be quite honest with you. I'm just not, because again, he could have easily knocked out my ReshiZard. Actually, wait, that's, yeah, that 250, yeah, 280 2 turns ago. Now, not really, right? Not so much right now. Even with the Rescue Stretcher, even with all of that, this is just not enough. And there's still one more Guzma somewhere in my deck. Okay, there's Coco. But again, there's no GX attack on the board, so it's tops 130. And I have 2 switches in my hand. That's a game, right? We also have, you know, 1 energy in hand, so I can play Marshadow, retreat him. Or, you know, energy on the Dedenne, I can retreat him. So that's kind of a problem when you're using a GX move super fast and you not get prizes for it, right? Like even you know, this fact, it kind of hurt me, but in the long run, he would be a lot better using GX move right now. Like, you know, look, I think he would have a knockout, to be quite honest with you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that would be a knockout, by the way, for him. So, honestly, that was not bad. Yeah, there we go. Right, that's a give up. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is a ReshiZard deck for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope you like ReshiZard. The list is down there below. You can check it out. You can actually try the deck yourself. I think it's a fun deck. It's a definitely competitive deck. Let's be honest, you know, if it comes to competitive, this is a 10 out of 10 competitive deck. But it takes time to get used to it, to get used to those different strategies. As you saw, right, we had certain options, and I'm glad that I was able to show you those certain options that we know, those different styles, those different things. You know, in my way of thinking, of course, you can change the cards inside there. You can add Giovanni's Exile, Acerola, Super Scoop Ups, whatever you want. I'm just giving you like, you know, the backbone of the deck, and you know, rest is yours, right? You know, the world is your oyster. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more decks, more Poké news, and more stuff. And also don't forget to check me out live on Twitch, Raven Cold Snatchku. That's where we are live from Monday to Friday, right? Monday, Friday, 9 AM CET, and the rest of the days 11 AM CET. Starting with Heavstone, and then playing at 3 PM CET, Pokemon, TCG, and creating those amazing decks. Also, you know, the Pokemon Couple Instagram, amazing stuff there. Our cards, our leagues, and our things. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Raven loves ya. Goodbye, and good night.